And you are now free to explore your new home.
Yay.
This looks so sick, dude.
Thank you.
You did so
It's not
good.
done.
Sorry, I'm so happy. So you all can now explore the interior of the home. Zimra and Ruby, you are walking the same direction down a corridor, and you see there are a couple of doors, all of which are labeled sitting room, music room, study, in nice little bold script. And as you walk, it says guest room with a little heart.
So this one's my stop. Thank you for...
It seems like this is my stop as well. I walk into the room.
There are 2 beds.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You know, I used to live in, like, a bunch of bunk beds for a little bit, so, like, this is not too bad. Great, we're getting along so well. And I go over and I kind of set up my space.
Sorry.
Whoa,
Jesse
okay?
chose violence.
I'm really mad about it.
Ruby is pissed.
Ruby's pissed.
As Ruby's fist slams against the door. No. So you enter the room. It's quite spacious for what it is. The floors are nice, though of course they're old, but they're well lacquered and well cared for. They're not in disarray. None of the wallpaper is peeling. It's spacious and pleasant, and you'd see that the detailing on the wood around the room is gorgeous and almost ornate. But there is, in fact, a single room with no dividers.
For now.
For now, you'd see as you enter Zimra, it's rather plain, almost military fashion, a singular twin bed and a few sparse pillows. It's clear that this part was not decorated and in anticipation of a guest. It was simply there in case someone needed to spend the night, whereas you cast your gaze to the other half of the room with a full princess canopy bed, and even still you wonder, seeing the copious amount of frippery, let's say, how in the hells is everything you packed onto your horse going to go in addition to this?
Anyway, if we're sharing. So cute. Love that. Can I just have like a second of time just to like set up, like I lost my accent completely. Just to set
Do you
up
want to take that again?
Yep.
Okay, just we reset.
Channel the yeehaw.
Excuse me, is that 1, 2, okay. Anyway, so we're sharing. So cute. Love that. If I could just have like a second of time to unpack, because I have stuff to unpack.
Great, yeah.
If you could just for like a minute or two.
Great, cool, yeah, sure. I'll go check in on my horse.
Okay, as you exit, you two are headed upstairs. You see that there is a rather lovely staircase in a spiral pattern tucked against one of the corners. It is the same deep dark wood as the exterior of the home, and as you walk up, you see photos on the wall. Each of them hand-drawn.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I was like, wait, what?
Photos. Portraits. You would see portraits on the wall.
Are you making fun of my accent?
Yes. And as you walk upward, you would see each of them is drawn. One of them seems to be a younger mama with the same, you'd see a shorter version of the scarf she has. She seems to add on to it as she grows older, with a wide, vibrant smile across her face. Her hair seemed to be strawberry blonde at the time. And she is standing in front of the home, hands placed on her hips with a wide stance and an apron, and she just seems incredibly proud. And as you continue walking, you would see another photo captured by an artist that you finally would get to see in the next portrait. You would see Mama Orana and a human man who seems quite infatuated with her, who is drawing a portrait, and it seems to be a self-drawn portrait of the two. And as you continue, you see more and more of these little scenes as you walk up the stairs to the second level.
Is Mama Orana a human as well?
She's elvish. She's an
elvish,
old elvish
so this
woman.
could be a long... How young does she look in these pictures?
She looks... I mean, in terms of elvish aging, it's difficult to discern because adolescent elves can be anywhere from 70 to 200.
Right.
So you would reckon that she's adolescent. So
Okay.
this woman is ancient.
Yeah.
This woman's old.
I'm seeing all the photos and like crying a little bit. Like, that's so cute.
I mean, but also, if this house is that old, that's like, she does a lot of work to keep this thing looking so nice.
That's fair. It is beautiful here.
It's really beautiful.
So these are bedrooms up here, do we think?
You would walk down the hall and you would see there's a few rooms on this upper level, none of which are open to you at the moment. One of them has an open doorway that's kind of just an archway that leads into what appears to be a study with a reading nook and wide bay windows that let light in from the forest. But sure enough, you would see room, door, room, door. Two guest rooms.
Spectacular.
Yeah. Do we have, are they labeled? Do we know which room is
Nope.
which? Okay, I'm just gonna open a door and be like,
Okay, me too. We'll do it at the same time.
all right, ready?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, yours goes in, mine goes out. That's funny.
And that is now canon.
Is it the right ones? Y'all gotta switch or?
Write that down. That could be important later.
Okay.
You would open the door to your room, and you would see. Look at it. It's beautiful. Insert clip of the room here. You would see that there is a green brocade, almost duvet cover, and a fluffed up velvet pillow. There are lace curtains on the walls, and a desk tucked into the back corner with books already stacked and what seems to be an empty notebook beside it.
See, I told her, like, her aesthetic is exactly what I was interested in. This is great. Listen, honestly, this is gonna be very comfortable. What's your room like? I'm gonna look in.
It is an explosion of color. It looks like color vomited everywhere.
This is so beautiful. She gets me. Yours is nice.
How'd she do this? How'd she do?
You know, I think it's better to not ask those questions, would be my guess. I think just enjoy it.
Yeah, let's go see their rooms downstairs.
The two of you begin to head back down the stairs, and you see the portraits are different this time. It seems like they shift every time you walk up and down, and this time you see a older woman now cooking at a stove, still clearly Mama, her hair, which was down and very long in the previous pictures, now piled atop her head in the same bun. And you could see a wooden spoon stuck through to keep it in place as she cooks, and she has that same wide, joyous smile on her face. It's clear she's lived a life of joy and taking care of others, but as you begin to descend, you now see other faces, a random dragonborn man you hadn't seen before, and a young human woman, and an elvish man, and what seems to be a tiefling person, all of which are helping her with cooking or cleaning, and it's clear that these are the other occupants that have stayed here before you as you descend the stairs.
Yeah. Gotta love Magic House.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, you are headed out.
Yeah.
And as you do, you see a mountain of boxes in the front door in front of you, and just a very slow. Where are you heading out?
Just, checking in on Lit. Are you good with those boxes?
Oh, this is fine.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Are you alright?
Oh, I'm good. Why?
You are fleeing the house about 5 minutes after you have arrived.
The energy in that room is like very fun, so I'm just gonna
you
get a
got
fresh
the
air.
single.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's like better than like previous accommodation for me. Maybe not for my roommate. Yeah. Yeah.
On your way.
Oh, yep. Cool.
You come down, you see a mountain of boxes being moved into what seems to be a single room.
Let me get that door for you.
I have pushed Zimra's bed all the way into the corner with her one little chair. I already put a line down the middle. I'm ignoring it. I wrote a line. I'm ignoring it. My desk is over it. I'm like unpacking. This room is mine. There's a bed in the corner though.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Like I said, she knew we needed our own room.
Peeking my head in. I think the first thing that I see is the twin beds, and that's just all I do, is just a loud guffaw. Like a single chortle.
I know. I've done a great job with my half the room.
And then I walk away.
Yeah, I am not staying here. For sure, I follow you.
You would pass Boss as he's struggling kind of to make sure that he doesn't bump you. It's a rather narrow corridor, so he's already bulky in frame, and he just rotates his body a bit awkwardly and side shuffles past you. Sorry.
Do you need any help with that?
No, I got it.
Is there anything light that I can carry?
I would say there's a shoe box that's balanced kind of on the edge of one of the larger boxes.
Okay. I'll mage hand that and float it into the room. Just to make sure that, it doesn't fall. I don't want it to be uncomfortable.
Is the house doing that, or is...
No, that's just mage hand.
That is your sibling. I have your,
Thank you so much, Vasi. I didn't mean for you to do it all yourself.
It is no problem. It's not that heavy.
Great, and I'm just gonna keep on. Everything's purple and princessy. I'm just decorating. I really just making myself at home.
Set it down. You see, nod. Good job.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You are roll me history or perception, whichever you prefer.
18 on the die.
This man cannot see out of this mask. He has no idea what you have done.
That makes sense, actually.
This man has a full face mask on.
And I wish I didn't roll that.
But he seems sincere, is what I'll tell you. He seems as though he wishes to give a compliment, but doesn't know what to say.
The weight of my boxes just tells him
he
care.
knows that there's clearly something expensive going on. And that means you probably at one point had an interior decorator and therefore know vaguely where things should go. He's working off context clues, but he nods to you. If anyone is in need of me, I will probably be headed out in the morning. It was wonderful to meet all of you. If I do not see you before then, until then I'm going to assist with dinner unless any of you have need of me.
Do you want to sit?
The answer is yes. But
We see Vas.
First roll of the campaign for me, nat 20. He'll take it.
Makes sense.
Do you see he sniffs at a moment? Are you sure you want to offer me this? This is good stuff.
Again, I do feel bad, and you helped my sister with her bag, so... There's more where that came from.
Yeah, he takes a sip and he hands it back to you.
Thank you.
Many thanks to you.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Thank you, Vasi.
Of course. That he leaves. Until dinner, you all have free reign of the house. This is your opportunity to explore and go wherever you'd like and talk to whoever you want.
I will say, even though I don't care how my room looks, I very much set up the stable very nicely for Lit.
Easily enough you're able to do so. All of the requisite materials are there for you. And you'd see, despite Lit being a grumpy old man, he does kind of butt appreciatively into your hand with his little snoot.
Give him a little scrooch.
Yeah, his ears flick.
I'm like, cast of characters I met back there, right? Zimra, chill out. I'm being chill right now, okay? I'm so chill. So chill. It's so great, right? Zimra, go talk to them inside. Stop talking to me. You got it, Lit. You're good? Yeah, I'm good. I love you. Love you too. Walk on over.
I love that he starts every sentence with Zimra.
Okay, you return back into the home. At this point, you can smell the dinner begin to cook. You can smell the meat. You can smell the spices, which thank God she's using them. And it is warm, and you haven't had a warm, home-cooked, hearty meal in a while. And for as fun as the circus is, sometimes it's difficult to find places to set up shop to cook, other than over a fire. And it's nice. It has that distinct feeling of safety and warmth and sanctuary almost. What would you all like to do?
I'm still setting up my room.
We're hanging out in the study.
Yeah, I think that we're up in the library study area.
Yes.
Okay, you would see that there are bookshelves across almost every wall, a desk much like the one that is in your room, Briar, tucked into the corner. It is a desk with a rolling cover, so you can kind of slide the wood up to see, so it's a workspace that you can close and open. There are several books that are just kind of piled in places. It doesn't seem like there's any real organization, and if there is, it's arbitrary. There are some color-coded, there are others by author, there are some that seem to be by subject. There is no rhyme or reason. It's just miscellaneous baubles and chaos, but it's clear that there's knowledge here.
So I put a like rolling ladder suitcase. I put like a rolling ladder bookcase
That's
in
canon.
there. Great. So I would like to go like stretch on that, like hang upside down from it while I'm having a conversation. Right. haven't done my post-performance stretch yet. So what's the deal with you and your sister? You're like rich kids just getting out for the first time, or what's happening there?
All right. Well, first of all, Ruby is my half sister. She is a little bit younger. This is not my first time getting out. Is it?
Well, I could tell, but you know.
She's her mother's daughter.
Interesting. Heard. Understood.
Yeah.
She seems lovely.
Oh no, she's great. She's just, been at home a long time. Good for her to be getting out. This is a good opportunity. We are now in the magical trappings of what I can only assume is a cursed forest. However, at least she's meeting new people. Maybe she can make some friends.
You weren't prepared to come here either then?
No, I thought we were going like to Brimsdale or something, just like go get a drink. Then she turned into the woods, so
Fantastic,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Anyway, what about you? You were on the shoulder of a man screaming.
Yes.
How'd that happen?
We had a fake kidnapping. You see, so I don't know if you caught on, but I'm a performer at the circus.
Right.
The Violet Veil, you may have heard of it. It's quite famous.
Have I heard?
You would have actually, yes, it's a quite famous
Have we
circus.
seen them ever?
I haven't.
Your father probably would have when you were really
Like when I was
young.
probably not when
Not
Emberwing was a
not when
was a-
Emberwing was a performer,
yeah.
no, because you are a half elf and Emberwing is a tiefling, and that would not make sense chronologically.
Yeah. I saw them once when I was a little kid, probably before your time.
Yeah. Well,
Unless, were you like a performer when you were a kid? Were you part of the circus? at all?
Yes, actually I was. I've been there my whole
cool.
life, but I didn't start performing until I was, old enough. They don't force the children to perform.
That would be a little
Right.
questionable.
Right. They wait until we're old enough to, decide for ourselves and such. No, but there was if you get avid fans a lot, you get stalkers, and I had this one person following me around from performance to performance to performance. So Vasileios kindly got me out of there. It's getting quite dangerous.
That's wild. Yes. That's a lot of work to follow around a traveling circus. That's a lot of work.
Fans are crazy.
Well,
I've had one hide in my dressing room one time. It's a lot. But circus life, love it.
that sounds not for me, but like good for you. That sounds fun.
Thank you.
Does that like feel good on your back or something? You're just kind of dangling there.
Oh yeah, it's really good to stretch. Actually, it helps a lot with flexibility to be inverted like this.
Is there another ladder?
There is, yes.
All right.
All right, and you're going to want to make sure that you relax your shoulders, reach both of them up, towards the floor, and you can roll them back and forth a couple of times. If you feel your back start to hurt, I suggest that you do get off.
Okay. Actually, no, this is pretty
Great,
good.
fantastic. And don't be there for too long because you don't want to be inverted forever.
Okay. Both of you hang upside down in the study.
We're little bats.
I'm going to grab a book off the shelf and be like,
Reading it upside
Yeah,
down.
reading it upside
Is your
down.
mage hand like holding it for you?
Yeah.
Great. We're gonna shift away to Ruby. You are setting up your room. You would see that Red kind of ruffles his feathers and settles into the little cage, which is open. It's remarkable. Red, who's been with you for a majority of your life, just settles in and has no desire to leave. There's no need to close the cage.
I would never close a cage on Red. Red gets to make their own decisions.
And Red just fluffs up a moment, chirps at you, and settles back in, watching you work.
I want to get one for the table that isn't on my mug.
Do you whistle while you work?
I don't know what you're referencing.
That's for the bloopers.
Any like fraying bits and stuff, or like stuff that I'm like, ugh, I don't need this. I would put like in Red's cage, so they have like stuff for like their own little nest. I'd be like, Red, if you want to like go around and explore, like you can go look around. I'm sure there's more stuff you'd want to add. You can add your own personal touch. I'm adding my own personal touch.
Cocks his head for a moment.
Yeah, you're allowed to go around. Yeah, I think we're all good to go anywhere in the house right now. At least Mama seemed okay with it.
And with that, he would kind of move almost as though he's gonna flap, look to you again, like,
it's
are you
okay.
sure? And then he takes off, and you'd see flutters out the door and into the foyer, where you can't hear him anymore, but you hear the little flaps of wings, and then slowly it fades. And as he passes, you would hear a,
Oh, come in. I think.
I just wanted to check in. How are you?
I'm
And you
doing
see
so
Mama.
good. Thank you for setting up some of my stuff before I got here. That was so kind. You did not have to do that.
Oh, it's all right. I have Voss do a lot of that. He took over for me in the kitchen just then. I just wanted to check in. I know it's a single room. I'm sorry. We just don't have enough space to fit.
I'm sure she won't be here long.
Well, I don't know. She seems. She seems sweet. And well-meaning.
So down to earth.
I suppose so. I just. She is. I think she's not. Well, she's down to earth. She's not very in touch with her own feelings, and I think that's something that maybe.
That must be hard.
My chair here, and I think it would be best maybe if you just maybe tried to get to know her, because I don't want either of you to be miserable while you're staying here, and for as long or short as that might be, I want you to be happy here. So maybe just try to talk to her. You might have things in common, like you both like animals, right? You have your darling little bird, and she has her horse, and you both like talking to them, and maybe instead you could try to talk to each other.
Feels so bad.
You don't have to. Again, you don't have to do anything, but
I mean, I'm here to learn and to take your advice and to magic.
don't take all of my advice.
Is that advice?
Yes.
Oh, well.
A paradox. Woo! But truly, just I think those two are upstairs right now, dangling like little bats, and they're getting. I know, but at least they're getting along. So maybe you could also find something weird to do and get along with her.
I will try. It is not for lack of my trying, of course.
Can we cut to just passing the flashback?
Yep.
You know, I don't think she's ever even met someone her own age.
Absolutely bonkers. That is just crazy.
It's like I spent most of my teenage years hanging out in town, and I don't think she's even met someone her age, her entire life.
That's just wild. I mean, she didn't have any friends at all. No one does. That's sad.
Not that I know
Actually,
of.
that's quite sad.
Yep.
Can Red just be like...
And we cut back and we see Red through the window, pass back something clutched in his little beak, and he is making his way back in, and Mama nods to you. I know. Just, and you see she kind of pats her apron where the letter sits. All right.
Thanks, Mama. Do you like what I did? I didn't want to disrupt your stuff too much because your house, your decoration, gorgeous. But
You're welcome to do anything you'd like. You could even paint on the walls if you wanted.
I might have added a little bit. I don't know if you saw behind the bed. I added like a splash more purple.
It's cute.
Thank you.
It's very darling.
Right, that's where you put your wallpaper?
I was like, did I do that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, cool.
A splash more purple.
It's very good, dear. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to relieve Voss of kitchen duties because while he can monitor, he's a bit.
I'd love to learn to help in there too.
I can absolutely. Why don't you pick a few dishes and you know what? I'll write up a little list and then we can. I'll send you for groceries tomorrow and we can all cook together.
That sounds so fun.
Good. All right. And with that, she's going to head out. Zimra.
I'm just like wandering, looking around.
Where are you wandering specifically?
I guess I'll go look at the upstairs because I haven't been up there.
Okay. Perfect.
And I don't know if I end up seeing them hanging.
You absolutely would because that is the one entrance I said was an archway and not a closable door. So as you're kind of wandering, you would see that there is a room at the end of the hallway that it, rather than being tucked on the edge of a corridor, seems to be like the room at the end of the hall that leads into a separate one. And as you begin to walk toward, you turn to your right, and there's just Aeris and Briar hanging upside down from ladders, passing a flask between them.
What's up?
This feels good.
Did you want to join us? It's really great for your back.
Okay. Can I go over?
Great, I'll get down off of mine and help her onto it.
As I hang, I'm like, oh, this actually could be like a really nice like ab workout if you just like.
No, just relax.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
What is
Just
that
chill.
for?
I'm gonna hand you the flask.
Oh, sick. What's in this?
No,
I drink it.
it'll go to your head faster because we're upside down. Yeah.
That's science.
Yeah, fun. So yeah, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Me?
Yes.
I'm good.
That's great. We noticed you're sharing a room.
That's so fun for the two. You guys are gonna have
You
such
will
a good
have
time.
a great time.
I
You are more than welcome to come hang out in my room whenever you want.
Oh, I don't want to intrude in your
Not
space.
intruding. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
hang out in the library anytime you want.
Sure. Thank you. Great.
Well, anyway.
And as that awkward silence now persists, Red eventually returns. You'd see there's a little scrap of fabric in his beak, and you'd see it's black and sheer and almost lacy. It's very pretty, but it is a scrap nonetheless.
Red went into someone's room that maybe they shouldn't have. Did you find something you liked? Okay, all right, instead of putting it in with everything else, why don't I tie it like a little bow to keep the door open? So like it'll hold the door open with like a little bow.
He butts against the bottom of your jaw.
Okay, great, I'll do that. So I tie like a little bow on like, so the door of the cage will, not close by accident or anything.
See, he where he's perched on your corset strap, he just hops a little bit closer, now on your shoulder, near the crook of your neck, and just leans a little bit and stays there.
Yeah, anything you wanted. Yeah, if you find anything else, we can keep adding to it. I'm like, time to go.
Okay. I would say eventually, as you all are hanging out with your friends, Red counts. Everyone be nice.
Everyone
The burn
hanging out
counts.
with
There are-
all of their friends.
There are at
There's-
least 3 friends.
There are at least 3 friends.
I would say eventually you would hear a little dinner bell go off that rings throughout the house. It seems enchanted because the little bells outside of each room chime alongside it.
I'll help you down off of the
Great.
ladder.
If as you're helping me down, I just very skillfully get off of it.
Oh,
like,
great.
Yeah. I appreciate the help though. Like that wasn't anything against you.
I'm gonna fall off the ladder.
Oh,
Great. From downstairs where you're resting, because it is a room over, but still upstairs and close enough for you to hear a "Tudung, tudung, tudung, tudung."
That was a way worse fall than I thought it was.
You hit a couple of the rings that we did.
Do we want to check on that? I'm saying to Red. Do we want to, or do we? You can go check on it. I guess I'll meet you down in the dinner room if you wanted to go see what the. It might have been funny.
You'd see the bird cocks its head again, but avid in its interest to do whatever you want, flutters up the stairs, and Briar, you would see a bird from your cockeyed view where you're splayed on the ground, staring down at you, just hovering.
Hi, Red.
It holds your gaze.
He's on to you.
What did I do to this? What is this bird
Red,
doing?
and I'm a bird.
No.
Sorry, I just do that with my horse, so I thought it would be fun. Great.
Wait, what?
Oh, you know, don't you isn't it, I think it's fun sometimes to, give your animal a voice.
Oh.
Yeah, a fun time.
I've just never done that before myself.
You know, it's really fun. Give him a little voice.
Are you all coming down for dinner?
Yes, we are. And I just walk out of the room.
She's a very nervous person. It's really funny. I just thought I'd take it upon myself to just stare at her that whole time and see how she reacted, and she kept glancing over really nervously and then ran. So I think it's fun. You should try it next time.
I'll do that next time. I'm gonna put the book back.
Okay, all of you would come down to dinner. You'd see it's a lovely, hearty stew. You'd see there are cooked, steeped meats that seem to have been cooking for longer than you've been here. She might have been stewing them beforehand or had them prepped or maybe used a bit of magic to accelerate the process. But they are rich and you could see it pulling off of the bone where it's in. Are you good?
I'm so hungry. I'm hungry and have to pee.
It's okay. We're gonna argue
No, you're
dinner.
good.
And
You
get to
keep doing
eat.
your thing.
Okay, I'm so sorry. The stew is average, actually.
I would commit crimes for that stew right now. Maria.
The stew is incredibly average for Maria's sake.
Thank you so much for cooking. It was really great of you to do that. And Vasi, thank you so much for helping.
He straightens up a little bit. He's taken off the overcoat. You can see now his build, though broad. He was wearing clearly pauldrons before with the shape of the cape that draped over them, and now he's just in a black poet's shirt and black pants. Notably, the hood and the veil and the mask are still on.
So thank you for helping out. Mama said that you guys were taking turns, and I know the spoons were moving themselves, apparently, but still, it is appreciated.
Of course, it is no problem. I hope it is acceptable.
I sit down and I de-glamour myself, so I'm just in my little clothes, my little high-waisted pants and shirt.
Your clothes changed too?
Magic,
I don't
darling,
get
magic. You'll get there. I didn't realize you helped cook some of this. That's wonderful. Thanks for doing that. I'm excited to try it, and thank you, Mama, as well.
Of course, hon. I hope you all enjoy it. Here, and she begins to get up, and then Voss puts a hand on her shoulder and starts serving everyone. Right, if you want another portion, just ask me and I can get that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Very nice of you.
Everyone here is just so friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voss begins eating his stew.
I'm looking back and forth between the two of them.
We are sitting on opposite sides of the table.
I'm like,
Well, would anyone like some wine?
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm okay, but thank you.
Do you want apple juice?
Sure.
All right, I can get you some apple juice. Red, white, rosé. Do you apple juice? Apple juice. Red, white, rosé.
What's a stew? I'm probably gonna go with a nice. Do you have what kind of reds you got?
Red. I have a Zinfandel.
Oh yeah, actually that sounds really nice.
Right.
Thank you. That sounds really
Yeah,
good.
I'll take a red.
Just any, do you like dry or?
Any, whatever you're
Just-
having.
yeah, just join me on this one.
Yeah.
You see, Mama. I'll get you your drinks. All of you talk while I'm
Well, can I help you carry anything?
No,
or-
it's all right. I have little magical things to do that for me.
everything here.
It's okay.
Everything, everywhere. Where? Oh, I'm sorry, you haven't been anywhere. We've talked about this. That's my bad.
See, Mama stands. She exits the table. You hear of her cane hitting the wood as she walks away.
So, none of this is unusual to y'all?
Well, it's magic.
I live quite literally at a circus. Not a lot is unusual to me.
Okay, alright.
I interact with a lot of adventurers and such, so a lot of them have magic.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for it.
Can I do it too?
Yeah.
12.
Natural 1.
This is a level 20 adventure right here.
I had a little bit of alcohol.
And gosh darn
Upside
it.
down, so it went to my head faster.
Did. So with a natural 1, trying to read Zimra, she seems so naturally anxious that your train of thought personally just leaves you, and all you can do is stare in fascination at this ball of anxiety. You can't quite get a read on her, mainly because that you're not even looking anymore. You're just entranced. You rolled
I think it was a 12.
12, Briar. Despite what appears to be a rather intrepid demeanor, what you can glean from her is that she knows what she's talking about. She does genuinely seem confident in what she's saying. Maybe not personal experience, but she definitely has been surrounded by it based off of the set of her shoulders and the way in which she says her words.
Wow, that's so this is, alright, cool. This is a really good stew. I mean, like,
Yes.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. I'm just tired. I
Alcohol,
did just
see?
perform like 3 back-to-back shows today.
They were quite good.
What kind of performing do you do?
Everything. Trapeze, singing, dancing. I tried lion taming one time. I probably won't do that again, but pretty much anything you can think of.
Cool.
how are y'all liking your room?
I have alcohol!
Oh,
And apple juice. Thank you. You'd see she passes them out in glasses that seem to be made of either stained glass, some of them are wooden, all of them are in odd shapes and patterns. She passes you one, Zimra. It's almost a curly cue of wood in a hollow tube and a cup at the top. You'd see she passes you one, Briar. It is a mug that is fully shaped like a barrel. And I didn't mean to describe your mug, however, I now have. So it's just that.
cool.
Mine's a mushroom.
Yours is a mushroom.
The price tag is still on the bottom.
$4.99.
That's a pretty good job.
We thrifted them, and by we I mean Tori.
But as she kind of lays the drinks down, what did you all talk about while I was gone?
Yeah, we just talked about, like how we got here and
Where are you all from?
we're just from North Country, just north of the woods here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did the rest of you...
I'm
All
from
over.
Yes, right, exactly.
I'm from Verdant Run.
Oh, yes, that makes so much sense.
Does it?
You talked about adventure. And
Oh, yeah.
What did... Yes, it makes sense.
I just...
It does.
Great, cool.
She smiles at you.
Great.
I've been through that, it's nice.
Yeah, it's great. Did you stop at Fixeris?
I can't say I did.
Ah, okay.
Not to name drop.
Well, I didn't mean to name drop. It's just, this is my parents' store and school, so.
Oh, your parents are merchants.
Yes, merchants, teachers, former
Their
adventurers.
famous adventurer.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have a
Nepo
whole
baby.
little
Oh,
Have you ever been to the circus with them? The name just sounds so familiar.
probably did like once.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you were a little younger.
Yeah, I remember when that circus passed by.
Well, look at that. We're already becoming better friends. What is everyone's special interest?
I love your library upstairs. It is a masterpiece. I'm assuming that those books are also like
They're
very old, like
You have-
old.
Briar, you have read a lot of books in your life. You've had access to a lot of tomes. You have never seen some of these.
There are some fascinating pieces of literature upstairs.
Well, if you can translate them, you're welcome to them. It's just hard sometimes. I sometimes I try to write them down, but my calligraphy is just awful.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what I can do to help. That's nice.
I love fashion, very into clothing. I'll like sort through a couple of my usuals that I wear. I'm like, I like swipe through almost and it like changes. Like this one, I really like this one for going out. This is my more like casual. You all saw the circus performance costume before. Big into clothing.
That's nice.
Do you have to like preset that, or how does that?
Well, I just kind of think of it, but I've worn these couple of things so many times that it's
So you can do
easy for
like
me to just
anything with
switch
that.
through. Exactly.
That's so fun.
Wow, that's a fancy piece of. What does it look like when it's not projecting out?
And it's just like a off-white poet shirt and high-waisted like goldish pants.
Is it the pants or is it the shirt? Is the pants? Isn't it?
It's both.
It's
like
both?
a combination,
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
You like birds?
I do. I want to do some of that like bird watching. Like I don't know. I don't really get to like see other things, so I just want to like see some things while I'm out here.
That's great. Well, I'll get you a little book, and you can record the birds in there.
I would love that. Yeah, we can make red friends.
Yes. And you, Zimra.
Well, I haven't done it in a while, but I used to be really into jousting when I was a kid, so,
That seems dangerous for a child.
Well, I was pretty good at it, so...
Oh, so you did the stabbing, you didn't get the stabbed.
Oh, yeah, quite often, It's pretty...
You just stabbed a lot of people when you were a kid.
Not like stab Zeb, but like, yeah, I won a couple tournaments. It was
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. I like knitting.
Oh,
I noticed your wonderful scarf.
Thank you so much. It's so much fun. If you ever see little interesting scraps of fabric while you're out, please bring it back.
Red collects fabrics. We found one earlier. It was like a black mesh kind of sheer thing, and we tied it right onto their cage.
See Boss kind of from the veil just tucks it back behind his ear.
Did I see that, or?
You did, absolutely. He was not subtle about it.
I'm so sorry.
It is completely fine.
Red just must really like you. It's a compliment. Sorry.
That is very cute. It's completely fine. I'm not upset.
Okay.
I'm not upset. Don't worry.
Thank you, Bossy. Boss.
It's all right. I like painting.
Oh. Do you have like a favorite thing to paint?
Landscapes.
All right.
That's wonderful.
You can paint while I look for things with red. That's like a whole thing we can do together because Mama did want us to find things to do together, so that's something we can do.
Yes, we could. There's mixed media art. You could get the fabric and put it on the canvas. This stew is good.
Fantastic.
Right. Well, you'd see Mama kind of pats him. I was wondering if all of you would, before you go to bed, tomorrow morning, I was wondering if I could send you on a little grocery run for me. It's hard for me to get out as much these days. I have a lot of things to tend to at the home since the groundkeeper left, and now I have to kind of keep up work. That's why the garden's so overgrown. But if you could all, and then we could all cook together. But I have a little ingredients.
I learn how to cook.
I have a little, 1 second, I have a little ingredients list.
Is there somewhere specific you want us to go?
Oh yes, I like to support local businesses.
Yay!
So if you could go ahead and, oh goodness, what is it called? The town of Whittleweed. If you
Okay.
could head to the
Write
town,
that down on the list.
Whittleweed.
I don't have a pan.
Eris has
I've got
pen.
it.
And
There you go.
I'll give you a little, I adopted your accent for a second.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's contagious.
It's okay. If I could have you go to the town of Whittleweed, and it's very small, but they have great produce. And if you could just pick it up from there and then head back, we could all cook together tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds.
Shop small.
That sounds totally manageable.
For sure. Not
Right?
a problem.
How early though? Like, is morning? Just asking.
Well, when do you all wake up? I wake up at 5 myself.
AM?
Yes.
Yeah, 6 a.m. is pretty good.
good.
Yeah, like the sunrise.
Truly, it depends if I'm supposed to get up to perform or whatever. I can sleep in, I can wake up early, it's whatever.
All right.
Like 11.
Oh.
Like 2
Oh. Well, that's all right.
PM, not AM.
I figured. Well, when I say I wake up at 5, I wake up at 5, and then I lounge in my bed, and then I read a little book, and then I get up maybe at 6:15.
Same, but like that's me. Like I'll wake up at 2, and then I maybe get out of bed by like 3.
Yeah, it's been a thing.
The morning market's open at 6, but if you could be there by, or not even be there, maybe head out by 8 or 9.
Someone's gonna have to come get me.
Well, luckily Zimra's in.
Yeah, I guess I could wake you up. Do you want to wake up at 6 so you have enough time to get ready?
Oh, that
or
sounds
I
like a
could just-
great idea.
Do you need me to make sure you're up by the time we have to leave?
I'll be
or will you
fine.
Be all right?
I'll be fine.
6?
Sure.
7? 7:30? How much time do you need to get ready?
We're leaving at 8, you said?
Yes, you're leaving at 8.
I guess like 6 or 7 is fine.
Okay, I'm very good at telling the time, so.
Great.
Well, and of course I wouldn't send you alone. Voss knows his way through the forest, and you see she looks at him a moment. I truly don't have to. Nonsense. He'll go ahead and accompany you for this first little errand, and feel free to. I know he seems a little spooky, but he's just a sweetheart.
Wonderful.
Perfect. He'll be coming with you. He wakes up at ass crack of dawn, so he'll be up. For now, does anyone want dessert?
Yes,
Absolutely.
please.
Sure.
I made butterscotch cake. Okay, he'll be right back. And you'd see she leaves, and she returns with the cake. You all enjoy a home-cooked meal. And though it is bizarre and thrumming with arcana, both active and the potentiality of inactive arcana hanging in the air, it's dense in this place. It's nice. And for as much of you might enjoy or despise company in equal measure, it still feels like a caricature of a family dinner. Something many of you have had. Others of you haven't. Not in this way. And it is, just as you stepped into this home, from the cold, it is warm. And it is warm as you trek back to your rooms and settle into bed, indignant as you might be about your situation. And it is warm as you cuddle into bed and you find that the blankets perhaps weigh a little heavier on you than you expect. And it is warm as you drift to sleep. And all of you have a dreamless, calm slumber. No nightmares, no voices, no memories to keep you up at night. It is calm. And it is still warm even as the fire sputters in the hearth and the home grows dim. And that is where we are going to call our session.
Let's go.
Would you say that the hearth grew still?
I would say that, Tori. Thank you so much.